does that. On how he does that. You ever wake up in the morning just mad at your spouse? Listen, I've been married going on 30. I'm just mad at her. I don't know. She didn't even do anything. She didn't wake up before me. She didn't make coffee for me. She made the coffee too weak. I like stronger coffee. She didn't fix my breakfast just right. She didn't buy the groceries I want. She bought generic. I want the fancy stuff. She didn't get my laundry done on the right time. Whatever. My wife's like, do your own laundry. I mean, come on. Where does that come from? You come to church. Well, that pastor, we need a new one. If you tell me that, I'll probably agree. No, I won't either. I mean, we need a new music director. We need new music. We need new stages. We don't like the pulpit. I don't know. The sound doesn't sound right. I don't know. We don't like the decorations. Somebody took my seat. I don't like the green chairs. Why did we get this kind of carpet? Where's that stuff come from? Listen, trust me, nobody can come in and say, listen, God told me to tell you that you picked the wrong carpet. There you go. That's my spiritual gift, is the discernment of construction measures. And you picked the wrong carpet. Listen, you need to take a break in the parking lot. Is there an amen to that? Where does that come from? That is demonic destruction. He has in mind to use you to destroy everything around you. Demonic intimidation, personal demonic destruction, demonic hierarchy. How high do we have to go? Which demon has to tempt you for you to give in? 2,000 of them. 2,000. I don't know how it works exactly. I'm just kind of speculating. 2,000 demons, and they're all structured in a hierarchy. We're talking to the boss, and the boss just says, hey, demon number 312, go take care of him. That's all we got to do. Send over somebody to influence, and we readily give in to some of the weaker ones. We're not even fighting the good ones. We're not even combating with guys like Legion. We're not fighting against the hierarchy. Daniel talks about it. Angelic, demonic powers that be. I mean, it's almost like we're fighting against the weakest guy, and we readily and regularly give in. And Satan uses that against us. This man was being used. What we don't know is how he became possessed. That's another message, another time. But this man was being used by Satan to influence the entire town. They were afraid of this man. And they were afraid of what God might do. We come to another simple thought here of demonic hypocrisy. Look there in verse number 7. I cried, and he cried with a loud voice and said, what have I to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of God, the Most High? I adjure thee. I want you to swear by your oath. I want you to tell me by the name of God that thee will not torment me. Do not send me out of the country. Verse 8, he said unto him, come out of the man. And he asked him, what is thy name? His answer, my name is Legion, for we are many. And he besought him much that he would not send them out of the country. Question, why is that demon so concerned about that? You know my personal belief? It's just like in the future where God says we will get to rule and reign with Christ. Satan mimics that, and demons have certain jurisdictions. This is where I've been placed. This country of the Gadarenes is my responsibility. And if you send me out of here, I'm in trouble with the big boss. Why would he ask that question? What does it even matter? Is it not able to return? Is it like if God cast him out of the country, he didn't have a right back? No, I want you to swear to me that you won't hurt me and torment me, and don't ask me to leave. And he says, how about those swine over there? You don't like swine anyway, they're unclean. How about we go into them? And the Bible says the swine immediately ran off the steep part of the cliff into the sea. And the keepers of the swine are like, was it bad feet? What just happened? I mean, demonic hypocrisy. Notice there, verse number 8. Where's it at there? Let's capture it. I missed it. Verse 6. Look at verse 6. And when he saw Jesus afar off, he ran. And what? Do demons worship Jesus? That's an interesting thought, isn't it? I call that demonic hypocrisy. He ran over to Jesus and he tells him again, I need you to swear to me that you'll do what I want. Listen, that's not worship. James, the book of James, is by causing a confusion about truth. The Bible says in James chapter 2, verse number 19, he says, if you believe in one God, good on you. That's Chute version. Even the demons know there's only one God. Hear that. You say you believe in one God, even the demons know there's only one God. Listen, that one statement about demonic theology, it takes atheism and throws it out the window. So I'm an atheist. Well, good on you. You have an idea. Even the demons call you a fool. The fool has said in his heart, there is no God. Demons are like, well, we don't have to mess with you because you're already a fool. Now, that's really strong statements. Demons do not believe. They are not atheists. They are not polytheists. Polytheism is the belief in many gods. There's only one, and even the demons know that. By the way, that takes the Greek gods, Zeus and Aphrodite and whoever else, and throws them out the window. It takes Hinduism, throws it out the window. By the way, I have anything against Indian people, but their theology is off. Hinduism is off. Demons are not pantheists, believing that God is in the creation itself. God is in the rocks. Listen, demons are not tree huggers. Can I say that? Is that legal for me to say that? Listen, if you like your trees, I'm okay with that. Just don't come to my house. Listen, I say that kindly. Listen, they're not pantheists. Listen, if he's in the creation, then he's of the creation and he's not the creator. They're not pantheists. They're not Gnostics. Listen to me. You know the root idea? You know the root idea of Calvinism? It is Gnosticism. I have a higher knowledge than you. Calvinists teach and believe that God is the one who gets to choose, and I understand that, and if you don't have faith, you don't get to. One little verse in one little inconspicuous place gives us an insight in what demonic worship looks like. This man or this demon ran to Christ and worshiped him, and he tells God what he wants. Listen, you don't get to come to God and worship and tell God what you want. Worship is intended for us to show up and tell God how great he is. Is there an amen to that? Make no mistake, if you come to church and you've got a list of things influenced. Is there an amen to that? If you come to God and you've got a list of things that God has to do for you to be obedient, you are sorely misplaced. Demonic hypocrisy. Demonic theology is sound. It's off in the sense that they refuse, but their theology is good. And the ultimate demonic influence is found in verse 17. Look there and I'll finish it up. Our time is getting away. Verse 17. Back up to verse 13. Jesus gave them leave. And the unclean spirits went out and entered into the swine. And the herd ran violently. And they that fed the swine fled. What would you do? 2,000 herd of swine that you're watching over, feeding and caring for, in just all of a sudden. It isn't like the demons are in some physical form, right? They're spirit demons. There, I told you. They're spirit demons, and they went out and they moved from the man into the swine, and all of a sudden the swine just run off the cliff.